Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to another Sport Online Income Factor video. Today gonna be different because today I will be putting the free-to-play skill record on a tier list. And before I talk more about the tier list, I just want to say that this is just my opinion how good the skill are in general in this game. So you don't need to take this tier list seriously. This is just my opinion. In Sport Online Income Factor, tier list doesn't really exist, but this is something I really like to do, putting skill record on a tier list. This is just my opinion, so this is what I usually do on my free time, putting skill on a tier list. When it comes to free skill record, I mean free, legit free skill that you get from events, from sub quests, board quest, story reward, or a collab, or given by Bandai by themselves as a celebration. No gacha involved. Gacha, the free pulls, or when you pay with Arcana gems, those skills does not count. So this is only skills that have been given for free by the game. So yeah, that I mentioned before, sub quest, quest, story, celebration by Bandai, or even collab. So those are only free skills that only I'll be counting for this video. So on the tier list, you can see I have S, A, B, C, and F. I did like to have only S, A, B and remove C, but I guess some skill was somewhat decent to be used. So that's why I have C for now, and F is pretty much trash, I would say. So F tier, we don't need to talk about so much about this skill. They are pretty much useless in my opinion. And there's some skill that you can use, of course, like this first weapon Kirito. You probably can use it in a fire build, and this Agile, it can be used if you want to, but the rest is kind of bad in my opinion, especially the Axel's Kiss Smell. It is really bad. But yeah, so let's start with the first one, which probably everyone is waiting for. So let's start with the first one with the S, what is Peaceful Smile Yui. I just love this skill. It is really good. You get this skill when you complete floor 5's main story, so this is really good. And the reason why I really like it is because it is a good early game and also late game. Early game, you gain the extra attack percent, which is really nice, and also when you level up its awakening level, you will gain 50% of your switch gain. So that is really good. When you rush, you will have your switch gain filled by half, so that is really nice, and that is where you can reach your switch faster. And it is a lot of speedrunners that is trying to beat around really fast. You do need Yui for switch gain, or otherwise you can use a switch gain skill that can help you a lot. But Yui is just really good early rush, and rush at early game is really good. That means you are faster progressing the story, and you can rush the boss really fast. So Yui is really good. That's why I put an S tier, and it's still being used today. It was first released on 2019, I believe, 2019, and it's still to this day really good. So that's why I put it on S tier. Then we have Unshakable Hercliff. This is a connect skill that you get for free once you complete floor 75 story. And the reason why I put it on A, it is really good. During the 4th anniversary, we got another copy of Hercliff. That means we have a +1 on Hercliff. That means we also have 2 slots, which is really good. Connect skills, of course, is on Sword is really bad somewhat. But somehow Hercliff is still really good. I would say it's really good for early game as well, because you get heal, and it doesn't rely on removing burn, because burn, the chain of removing burning stack is kind of bad. You can use cleanse, potion cleanse, that is faster to use that. So that's why I put it here. It can be really good support, and it's really cheap, and the animation really fast. And then we have Unyielding Kirito. This one was given back in 2018 when the first guild rank was released. Before GOG, it was called guild event, where the first guild rank event. This one was given for top 50, I believe. Top 50 was the top 100. Top 100, and top 1 got all 10 copies of this one. So it is really good, and it is a break skill. It helps you to break increase the break gadget on a boss that have a break gadget mechanic. so it is really good. But nowadays we have better skills, but I would put it A tier because it's still very good. If you don't have the newer break gadgets passive, this one is still really good, still relevant. But this is only applying to all players that have it. New players, you will never see this. I mean, they did do a rerun on this one back in 2020 when they released a Kirito dungeon, where they give this one once again, use one copy though. But other than that, they have never coming back. So it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare. So only all players will have this one. So it is really, really good. Hard hitting matter, really good mod fodder for maze. I would say is really good. If you can apply mark, then you can build a maze DPS. So that's why it's really good here. Then we have another fodder for rapier, white future, which is really good. It's free and it costs 1 slot, and you gain 800 attack on the skill. So that is really good. A really good early mod fodder if you have if you don't have that many rapier fodder. It is a really good early game or even late game. I still use it when I do my Case Warden, which I'm already done with that. Then we have gunpowder, I think it's called Xenon. Really, really good mod fodder for your bow mod. Really, really good. It's only good if you're doing a party raid, like doing Labyrinth or even GOG when it's weak to frost. If you're doing solo, it's pretty weak because you are not using its bonus. So that's why I put it on A. It is really strong. 100% damage increase is really strong when you're not targeted by it, or if you don't have the aggro from the enemy. It is really strong on the mod bow, and it only costs 1 slot, so it is really good. And the next and the last mod fodder we have is the sword, the Azure Swordsman Juju. I would say it's one of the best mod sword early game free that you can get for sword, which is amazing. That's why a lot of players say that sword is the easiest to build because you have a free mod fodder that is really, really strong. So if you're rerolling, you reroll for mod sword, then you do the alicization event, just buy this one and you have a free mod fodder that's really strong once you unlock the first slot, of course. But why don't I put it on S tier? Well, I also think about if you only use it itself. Itself is really bad, that's all. These are only used as fodder, that's all, but unlike Yui, she is used for a lot of stuff. So that's why I put it on S tier. And the last two skills we have, I think it's called Charming Lady Asuna and Coffee Break Lisbeth. These two skills, I only put this on A tier because they are really, really good as EX ability, aka for your ring. Asuna, really good against enemy that apply frostbite. If you maximally break it, you will have 100% frostbite resistant, which is really good. That means you won't be able to get frostbite applied to yourself, so that is really good. At level 80, it is 80%, so that is fine. That's why it's really good. Most of the old player will have it almost like max limb break because we got a lot of copies for free, so that's nice. Same goes for cover break. Cover break is pretty old, but these two you can buy in combat medal shop, so that is nice. So if you knew that you started farming the combat medals, make sure to buy these two because they are really, really good. And for Coffee Break Lisbeth, she has a burn resistance, so that's nice if you plan to tank for floor 85 Labyrinth or floor 100 all out battle. It is really good to have on your ring. So this is a useful ring, and they can also be good for GOG if the raid boss has a frostbite or burn applier. Next we have the shield Dival. You probably don't know, but this is probably, it's not the best skill that does damage. The reason why I put it on B tier is because of the aggro. It's free, you get it for free, and if you want to tank, you just put this one and you're already a tanker. Tank to pull aggro. That's why I put it here. Really good. It's free, and this makes you roll as a tanker. That means your other player in your party will be a damage dealer, so that's nice. Everyone can be a tanker, which is nice, but we don't want that many tanker. We just need one that pull the aggro, that's all. They are better, of course, but this one is free, so that's why I put on B tier. Then we have Lisbeth, which is Advanced Trooper 2. It's a weaker version of Advanced Trooper 2 because you're missing, I believe you're missing 20 attack when you max them break it. But this one is available for events, so you can get it free, of course. I don't think it's in the shop at the moment, but when it is a rerun, you will be able to get this and put it on your ring if you want to. Then we have the Tale of Ceres, the collab one, Kirito. Really nice to have it on the ring. Good for early game. Late game, you can use it if you don't have any better EX ability for your ring. This skill is only available during the collab, so since that was 2 years ago, it's now gone. Too bad. If you miss it, you miss a really good EX ability to have. Next we have Violet, the Persona 5 collab. It is also limited, it's not coming back, so if you have this one, it is really good. I only put it on B tier because it has a cooldown reduction, which is really nice for on Rapier. Rapier really likes cooldown reduction. But if you have Connect Rapier, you can easily remove this one, because Connect Rapier is so good. It's so good, that's all. And then we have the Stilla, which you get for free when you complete the floor. I want to put it B tier because it is a good mod fodder for dagger if you're applying elements. If you can apply all 4 elements and max it out, then it's a good fodder for dagger if you plan to build a dagger DPS. Then we have Typhon. Typhon is the spear one. The spear fodder, I would say. It does though require you to have a dark buff. If you don't have a dark buff on the spear, then it is really bad. It drops to F tier. But I put it B tier to be real nice. Next, we have another advanced trooper. This Xenon, I believe it was given from a event dungeon. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be a rerun, so you still have available to get this one for free. Hopefully they do a rerun. It's an advanced trooper 2, just like the Kirito one, so you can put this one on your ring, of course, so that is really nice. Next we have Man of the Day Kirito, one of the popular, no, just kidding, it's not really popular, but it is really good as a breaker. It is one of the weakest mod skill in this game, but it is only really good as break. If you're fighting either Skull Reaper or Floor 100 all-out battle, because it has decent break value and it is free as well. You get this one when you complete floor 8, I believe. Once you complete floor 8, you'll be able to get this one. I only use this one as a breaker. If you don't have any break skill, then this one can be really good. Otherwise, there are better break skill in this game. That's why I put on B tier for now. Next, we have 2 advanced super 3. This one, Occasion Asuna, this one was given for free by Bandai. I don't know if they will put it back again, but this one was free when they celebrated the 10th anniversary game, I believe, or something like that. Or was it celebration for something else? I don't really remember, but it was a celebration at least. Really good for early game. If you don't have this one, then we will have Yui instead. Yui is a permanent event that's given a free advanced trooper 3 that you can have it early. Early game advanced trooper 3 is really good, but late game you probably want something else, better skill. Hopefully you get something good better than this one, but early game it is really good. We do have something else, which is Moment of Victory Yuki, which is new and is still available till the end of September, I believe, or the last few days on September something. Moment of Victory Yuki is basically the same as Occasion Asuna and the Yui. So these 3 skills are really good early game, but follows late game, that's all. Then we have this one. This one I believe was from a summer event. I want to put it here on B tier because it is a really good EX ability to put it on your ring if you're fighting against boss that is giving you bleed. It has 50% bleed resistance, so you can put extra bleed resistance somewhere else. That's why I put it on B tier for now. Let's move on to C tier. I don't want to go through all the C skills here, but I want to go fast. This one I put a C tier because if you don't have a really good mod fodder for bow, you can use this one. I think it's Moon Chaser or something called Silica with Gunpowder Xenon. With these 2 you will have 150 damage, so it is really good together if you don't have any mod bow fodder yet. Strong Belief Koharu, it is a limited skill. This one was only given away when Dagger was first released. So 2018, all players will have this one at max. If you don't have this one, you don't need to worry too much. It's only good as Dagger Fodder. It gives you, I believe, 25% attack when you have a poison or any elements on the enemy. So it is a really good early game fodder for Dagger. Really nice. Next we have Mona, another Persona 5 collab. So if you don't have it, it's too bad. I want to put it C tier because Yui is S tier. They're basically the same. You can't really put these two together unless you want the extra rush. That's all. You do need another Persona 5 skill to be able to activate it. If you do have the Violet, then you can use both together. It's fine. Otherwise, it is decent. Not really the best. Pastel Silica. This one was given away as a reward if you participate in the solo ranking. Yes, we had solo ranking in Sword Online Indigo Factor back in 2018. So this one was given top 100, I believe. Top 100, top 200. No, top 500. Top 500. And top 100 was given a lot of these copies. So this one was really good. It's a mini devotion. It has devotion 3, so it gives you more attack the higher HP you have, or above at least 75%. It has falling off, and it's rare. Magic Sachi, probably one of my favorite skill actually. This increase your HP by a lot, but also reduce your healing by half when you use your pots. So not the best thing, but this one, if you want to flex your HP, it was really good. Back in the day, this one was really good for Axe, because Axe was scaling with a lot of HP. And I think a lot of people was playing around additional damage on the Axe, so that's why this one was really good. But for now, it has fallen off a lot. But yeah, that was all the skill I will say. Oh wait, we have this one. This is the recent one. I forgot what its name. It is Frostbite, I believe. I will put it on B tier because it is a fixed rate or specific rate. So it has lower chance to apply Frostbite, which is alright. So I'll put it B tier for now. If you have somewhat need Frostbite, it can be good. If you have Glimmer Flash Asuna, it can be good with this skill here. So yeah, I think that was the all skill record I want to put. This one is basically the same as this one. I mean, we can put it here. Both two are the same. Both are the same. But yeah, that is the tier list for this one. Let me know in the comment what you think of my tier list. Do you disagree or do you agree with my tier list? This is, like I said, is my just opinion on the free skill. You don't need to take this serious. Tier list doesn't really exist in Sword Art Online Indigo Factor, but I just love to make tier lists on the skill. But yeah, that's me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy my tier list. And let me know in the comments what you think is a S tier. Is it really Peaceful Smile Yui, or is it something else that I may be missing? But yeah, that's me. Thank you again, and see you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.